Mind always turns everything into a problem to be solved. So if you approach trying to find meaning from the lens of the mind, you always try to solve it. You sit with it. You try to find more information. You try to rationalize on it. You try to arrive at the logical answer. And this was the problem I was experiencing. I was trying to think my way to a meaningful, purposeful life path. And as I've explored this more, I've started to realize that meaning does not arrive that way. It's not a mind problem. At least my version of finding meaning isn't. And it feels like meaning is more of a discovery that you arrive at through lived experience. So what I mean by that is, imagine that life was a problem to solve and you could find the solution to that problem. Then this would be a great way for the mind to approach it and go, right, if there's an answer, I will go for all the information, I will think through it, I will use my rationale and reasoning skills, and I will get the answer some way or another. And the mind loves tackling this kind of problem or this kind of predicament. However, what happens if that can never arrive at anything concrete? What happens if you're always going around in circles, always chasing your tail, always arriving back to the same starting point and trying to solve it? I feel like when you do sit with the mind for too long and you think through stuff for too long, you do end up kind of doing this, just thinking through it, over analyzing it, and trying to find a solution to a problem. And that's all the mind's really trying to do. However, what happens if meaning is a complete different path? This is what I'm starting to realize. What happens if meaning is just showing up in the moment, doing the best you can, and letting the next moment unfold? And then from there, when you string together enough of these moments, over time, that creates some sort of meaning, some sort of connection. And what happens if the meaning I'm trying to find, and that maybe you're trying to find, isn't a concrete answer, but it shows up in the participation of doing what's in front of you? And that's really where I've been going with this recently. I've done the last few weeks on exploring meaning from the void perspective in terms of feeling lack. I've explored it from the search of where to find it, which very much took me into the mind a lot. And now I'm starting to get to the point where I'm thinking, well, I'm trying not to think too much with the mind and trying to really feel meaning. So if meaning was a feel-based game, you feel a sense of meaning, you feel a sense of purpose, the mind can literally can't take you very far at all. It can literally direct you towards it, but the mind can't feel. I'm sure everyone can acknowledge that. If you stop, where do you feel? Do you feel here or do you feel here? You don't really feel much in your mind. It's not a feeling machine, it's a thinking machine. It's the mind works with thoughts, it doesn't work with feelings. So if we're trying to feel meaning, not have a nice, neat definition for a dictionary, we have to go back into the body. We have to connect with feeling. And that, for me, generally comes from action, participation. If I sit still, contemplate, reflect, I end up back in the mind. If I take the next action, live my experience, shoot this video, do whatever's in front of me that day, I'm back in life. I'm back in feeling, back in the moment that I'm supposed to be in. And for me, that feels like the path that is starting to open up. So yeah, let me know if you can resonate with this. Let me know anyone who's trying to find more meaning with the mind and the problems you're running into. And yeah, maybe this could be a little nudge in the right direction to look for the answer elsewhere. Maybe the meaning is simpler. Maybe it's found in the lived experience, and the mind is the obstacle rather than the solution.